defensively wise, Yaya gives you a little bit more than Talente. And then attacking wise, Talente gives you a little bit more than Yaya. But Yaya has got a goal in him in terms of set pieces. And then, and then more often than not, he gets in the box.
He came back for that 10 minutes, like we said. You think he's ready?
I think Madala will take Mshishi.
Yeah.
Lina will take Mshishi as he is. Like there's some players, guys. We don't need to treat them like normal. He's not a normal player.
Better anything.
Like I don't care. Like Anton, if Mshishi ufola vandag. Mshishi must.
Now we go to that number 10 position, which is high debate.
I think it's safe.
My Chiefs babatla Shabala lena beda. So
no. Like Shaba is a really good player. I think he's one for the future. But guys, come on, let's be fair. Like Sithole has to go deep. So sometimes I'm like, well, do we always have to? Because now the conversation in the country at 10. I'm like, guys, Ottoman Ning 10 compulsory. But I think if we're being objective, like if we forget being obsessed with our teams, loving our teams, I don't think there's a player in the Chiefs team right now who, for AFCON, maybe for World Cup, if they keep playing well. But I don't think there's a player in the Chiefs team who should be going to the AFCON. I'm sorry. I just don't see it.
Today's episode is brought to you in partnership with Sourcefin. Okay, Sharp, before we kick it off, let me put you on game real quick. Joe, you know that feeling where you have a big deal lined up, Mara, you have a money problem? Relax. Sourcefin has your back. Whether it's a tender, purchase order, or you're waiting for an invoice to pay out, Sourcefin works with SMMEs and can have you covered in 48 hours. So relax, send a description here episode 2, tap a link and apply now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the State of Football, where the game meets opinion, memory, and insight. And like cover, gents, if Ardumelan, Arkopan comment section, if I chest trapper, comment section, let's sort it out. Tell us what you think, and then we can sort it out. But other than that, I'd just like to say thank you to the viewers. We're currently on 12,000 subscribers. Okay, almost. A few hundred to get there. Mara, thank you to everybody who's liking, subscribing, sharing with their friends. If you haven't done the right thing, please do the right thing. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Today, we have a very special episode. He's done 180k views on the Apex playbook. Tsepo, how you doing, my brother?
Gimnati.
Jack. 180,000, Donna. You know, you're the first to do that. We're growing. We're
outside.
Mboza, I love you, man. Gents, today we're going to talk about a lot. But before we get into the local scene, we're still local. Mara, we're talking international football. Bafana Bafana. Obviously, Real World Cup, everybody knows that. Obviously, the passport to the Mara, whether we're going to make it to America or not, the sponsor, do the right thing. Hopefully we make it. I'm worried about the price of beer in America, but it's fine. We'll sort it out. But first up, before we get to America, Morocco, gents. And before we even get to Morocco, the squad is actually being announced tomorrow. The final 23 So I want us to actually go to the qualifier and the game here, Zambia, Zambia, Rwanda, those 3 games. Just look at those games.
And Nigeria.
Oh, yeah, and Nigeria. Look at how the team that played, the starting lineups, and how we actually played and did in those games, and probably go and pivot to what we think, who we think is actually going to be in the final 23-man squad, and how we're actually going to do in that first game against Angola. Let's go back to those games. Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Zambia.
Yeah.
Mpose. I'm going to start with you, my friend. What do you want to join to?
Yeah, man, I think overall, if I can just give like an overview, I think I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I think now you can see Ori Dallas knows more or less probably 80% of his team.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Kidale da fair where he still has to make these tough decisions. Mara Raibo on a team, you know. And now what I like is that we seem to have everything. If it's a game like Nigeria, we have to fight. These guys come here, they're physical. It's a tough game. We can handle that.
Okay.
Because in the past, we've been bullied in certain games. I feel like these boys now, they've got that, If it means you bring in an Obas, and then we fight and we get the result in Gezana.
Sure.
We're able to do that. And then when when we have to play, we can play.
Yep.
Majita ba kgona ho ikopanya, re dlale good football and attacking football, whatever. So yeah, I'm very happy with the team. And I think this team is really growing because we should not just look at it as a team, no. It's a process. Mdala has been building. We saw getting us to the previous AFCON, getting a bronze medal. So this is just a continuation of that. And I like what I'm seeing in terms of the process.
Yeah.
You know, Bolo, we always talk about believing the process, and we are seeing it now. And the process is unfolding in front of us. And yeah, overall, before we get into details, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing, and I'm hopeful going to the AFCON.
I re happy no.
Yeah.
I nage happy nga si buimak.
Yeah.
Squad, if you look at our squad from the last AFCON, I think, and from preliminary I am mentioning, it's about 4 or 5 players that were not there, go prelim AO. And then in terms of the last qualifiers, so yeah, AFCON, it's the same people that have been there, 80 to 90% their squad. And then last game here, Zambia, it's people that I feel like nari order about how they behave, grouping high, mentality high. But then overall, the squad sarona high, nagi happy.
No, I think Lena squad is Kopane, gents. I mean, obviously there's a bit of chatter between the teams. Only hate watch it and all of those things. I don't want to get into that because it's a bit negative.
Yeah,
sure.
So in terms of those games, is there anything specifically in terms of player performances that you could say, things that stood out between all the games, from Nigeria to Rwanda to Zambia and Zimbabwe, players that actually stood out where you think these are nailed on starters? I think the country probably knows 80% of the time. But is there anything that stood out for me from your side?
I think for me, I think the nailed on starters that we know. Like we know no matter what happens, and these guys deserve it. It's not like Asidi Fever, they deserve it. Ronwen was starter, guaranteed. Kuliso was starter, guaranteed. Ebza was starter, right? And that's the thing about this team. Besides, I think TLB right now, we can safely say TLB was starter.
Yeah.
Right? So what's interesting for me is, think about it, gents. Besides those guys I've mentioned, who can you say for sure, guaranteed, was starter?
Oswin?
Apollos, sorry. Apollos was starter. Sorry, I forgot to mention him. So for me, the nailed on starters Caribona. What I've been more interested in is the new developments. Like, for example, the biggest thing for me has been this thing of trying to introduce Sipombuli as the new number 10 in the national team.
Okay.
Because we've lost Mshishi, obvious. And we know Mshishi now own that position.
Yeah.
Now that we don't have him, they've tried to improvise. And bringing in Sipo there, that's for me being the main thing that I've been keeping my eyes on to see how that develops. And yeah, the other positions for the open.
So Mbazo from Agirim Shishi, Nani down number 10.
Yeah.
And then so now we are looking at the way Mdala and Mona coming. Mule, you'd probably say was that. No?
I don't know. So for me, I think Sipo's done very well. Since he's taken over, since he's been given the opportunity, I think he's done very well. I won't have a problem if he starts. I'd be happy for him to start. Mara, at the same time, we know that there's other options.
Yeah. And besides Sipo, who do you see in the 10?
Before I answer I'll answer the question.
Yeah.
But my thing is this.
Yeah.
Why have we reached a point where we feel like it's compulsory to play with a 10? You don't always have to play with a 10. Like, for example, sometimes when I watch Bafana, like when I watch some of the games we've played recently, how to read Tebs, how to read Mbatha, how to read Sipo.
Yeah.
There's this thing that we have to play with a 10. We have to play with a 2 and Sipo as the 10. But sometimes I'm like, we don't.
Do you want 3 across?
Sometimes you can do that. And especially because Sipo, we know.
Sipo likes to go deep.
Sipo likes to go deep. So sometimes I'm like, well, do we always have to? Because now the conversation in the country, a 10. I'm like, guys, Ottoman 10 compulsory. I don't understand where this comes from. I don't understand where this. Suddenly football can be played at a 10.
I mean, you can play a 4-3-3 with 2 8s.
Yes, you can play Tebza and you can have Mbatha and and Sipho flanking him.
Yeah, Mbazo, okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. But generally, from what we've seen from Madala,
Yeah.
how he set up his team,
Yeah.
re bona eng ko
He likes
Madala
to
in
play with
terms
the 10.
of
Yes,
with the
for
10.
sure. For sure.
Ne?
Yeah.
So then, how do we now say, maybe preparations to say for a certain team, he changes the Twinkers, he plays with a
Yeah,
Fed 3
yeah.
or Lalaga 2 strikers. Mara general, okay. Erike Sajar, arere, Tibos, arere, re qale re bone the options tsa Madala.
Yeah.
The probably 23-man team
Of
e tlo
course.
kenang playing
Yeah,
nini.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Re bone a ka kenya mang, re bone ke mang a ka bang interesting from the players tse di tlileng late into the qualifiers, le that friendly game because he called a lot of players.
Yeah.
Correct.
Le squad, preliminary squad se a se kentseng re bone Babole e kgolo a ka narrow down to 23.
I mean,
Okay, so let's do the 23 then.
okay, I know we can do the 23 because
Yeah.
I mean I'm looking at it right. Before we pivot from the Sipo and we go to the 23, right? Sipo played as a 10.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe played like Nigeria or like Rwanda as our 10, right? And what cover social media, but his biggest criticism that he gets, I told the assist, I told the goal.
Yeah.
In the Zambia game, he got 2 assists, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even me personally, when I look at a Sipo Mbuli, I prefer him as an 8. Personally, because he's press resistant, he wants to play. So, with that being said, also, Rwile Kataba Mshish. Mshishi played Maubani 2 days on Friday.
He came on.
He came on in the last 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So, first, when we think of this 23, number 10, we saw Rele play for Pirates. He started in the game, Chipa. He started on the left and then he came on as a 10 second half, which he provided a very good assist. But I think we'll get there. So maybe then, 23, who is making playing? Yaya, we start with the goalkeepers. Defense?
I think
I think it's it.
It's it, innit?
For me
set.
personally, with the keepers, what I would do, because we know that the chances of Ronwen getting a red card or an injury,
yeah.
So
It's never happened,
I would do, but I know it won't happen. What I would do, I would take Ronwen Lichai. I don't know what it means a chain, but anyway.
China.
I don't get it, but anyway. I would take Ronwen Lichai because if anything happens to Ronwen, China can step in.
Of course.
But what I would do is I would take that youngster under 20. I would actually take him as a third keeper for me personally. But I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? But if it was my team.
So we'll go with what you would do and what Madala would do.
What Madala would do. I would take Ronwen Sipo. And I like Goss, don't get me wrong. The only reason why I would not take Goss is because what's the point? I would rather take a youngster to go and field the national team. But we know that Madala is not going to do that. So it will be the 3 that we know. Ronwen, Sipo, Goss. No surprises.
Yeah.
The defender, if he's going to take 8, Isaiah Kala. Okay, so it will be 2 right backs, 2 left backs, and 4 center backs.
Correct.
Yeah.
We don't know if we put it like that because I don't know, but I'm thinking Morena can play right back.
I think
I don't think he'll be out of the team.
I think you're gonna see. You have to have Morena in the team.
Morena will definitely be in the team.
But I think you're gonna see Morena's name with the forwards. Not
really. Yeah.
Yes. Because
and who would be our 2 right backs?
All right, so Are start the defend.
Yeah.
So it's 4 center backs.
Okay, I'll do the full backs. You do the center backs since you're a center back.
All right, I think center backs for me it's standard. We have TLB.
Yeah.
Renale Ngezana. Renale CBC.
Mm-hmm.
The 4th one. So I'm thinking Cupido.
Kulmani?
No, but he's not there.
He's not in the preliminary.
He's not
squad.
in the 20.
He's not there.
No,
he's not in the preliminary. No. Kulmani Damani?
According to Madala, Cupido is not in the top 50 players in the country. But Madala is winning.
So okay, sharp. So we have
Ngezana.
We have CBC, TLB, and then the 4th will probably be. I'm thinking because the 2 are right footers.
Daman.
Putting Daman as another left footer.
Okay. So that's the 4 that Madala would take. Is probably going to take.
Yeah.
Who would you take?
Who would I take?
Yeah.
I think for continuity at Timu and the know-how le batho ntse ba leng mo teamong, Sibisi will be there. Ngezana will be there. He's got a strong presence physically. And then probably, I think the 4, TLB, the younger one that's doing well now. And then Damani is also fairly young. But I think for continuity at team,
Good player.
after the AFCON A, going forward, it's the people, the age group, Yabatubaga moving forward the team.
What do you think about? I'm asking because you know I insist.
I think I know what you want to ask, but-
when I see him, I see the younger version of you. What do you think about Siema being overlooked for the national team? Like he's not even in the conversation.
I think so. Siema's been doing relatively well. So I think thought process Yamatala, give him more time, give him obone consistency because it's been what 10, 12 games Pirates that's been played.
Okay.
And he's been doing really well actually.
Yeah.
So give him more time. Horabonse consistency but I'm sure Umshibi.
Yeah.
So you
I think
Donaska give up, ne?
Umshibi.
yeah, I think he might not make the Morocco trip, but he could be in the reckoning for maybe the World Cup trip. I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. But
that's
I think talking about people that are overlooked, Grant has been part of the national team since Mandela took over, and he's been a regular and he's been playing. He's not in the preliminary squad. I could say, ke problem yang? Ke problem yang
So let's
Oh
no, ay man, emanyana.
Oh, why is Grant not? Grant has not got a look in
this
since he
is-
came back.
If you look at Sharp, he played the last AFCON, and then you look at Sundowns recently. Recently, he's been back from injury.
Yeah.
And he's been doing well. Since he came back, he's been good.
Yeah. And then you look at Batuba competing lena, and they regularly in their teams.
I mean, CBC, well,
Well, CBC not really, but
CBC, he hasn't been playing regular, but he's been part of the
he
Bafana
comes in.
setup.
Yeah.
When he comes in, you know you can trust him.
Just fine, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's for Grant, it's a matter of timing, injury, unlucky. And then Lure Batuba Lalan Limole, and the options are relatively good to say Okasebonore is not missing.
For me personally, and again, we're speaking because we are football fans.
Yeah.
We all have opinions, right? But I think we all agree that Mdala has done enough. He deserves to do what he wants.
yeah,
And we have to trust what he decides. But I think we still have our own opinions.
correct.
According to me, Grant has to be in the national team. if it is up to now, Grant would be there. For now, he would be there. But I'm not necessarily unhappy with the options that we have. So yeah, it's fine. I can live with
Okay.
what we have.
So I think we are
So-
setting to say center back pairing. Itloba CBC, Itloba Ngezana, Itloba TLB, Itloba
Ndamani.
Kuluman.
Yeah, that's the four.
Those are the four. Ne?
Yeah.
Okay, right back.
Matuludi as the as the sub, and come on guys, best right back on the continent.
It's fine.
So what do you think Matuludi Ndunyen?
Yeah. So if you had asked me maybe earlier in the season when Kuliso was not in the team for other reasons, and come on, Zuko, they call him Zuko, that's his name. And Zuko was playing. I would say Zuko was a strong contender, but since Kuliso came back, I mean Kuliso came back and just carried on like nothing.
Like he never left.
Yeah.
So obviously Kuliso starts, ne?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that because Matuludi is a first choice for his club,
It's playing.
he
Okay.
plays every week for his club. Unlike Zuko, who's very good.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for Zuko, he's competing with the best right back around.
Yeah,
So I would take
Mumzansi.
Matuludi for that reason. Or at least more than Zuko. So I'm happy with Matuludi and Kuliso.
Okay.
Unless you want to see Tapelo as a right back. Then I'll think
I
we
think
take him.
Tapelo, you take him for both positions, forward and
Covers
so
covers
for
both.
sure.
covers. He gives you
Yeah.
an extra cover.
In fact, what I've seen Tapelo is that watching him over the years, you can use him in so many different ways. He can play
Just
in
depends how you set up.
he
So,
can play in the front three as a winger.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go more 4-4-2, he can play as a right midfield player. If you want to go Right back, he can do that. If you want to go right wing back, play with a back three. So Tapelo will be there. So do we count him here or Tlamona lady forwards?
Tlamona go pil. I think
Yeah,
Tlamona
Tlamona
go pil.
So right back are not
Okay, Matulu Dele Mudau, yeah.
left back Aubrey.
I think
So
it's
Aubrey-
standard.
Yeah,
Aubrey
Aubrey standard.
Lekabini.
Aubrey Cabine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, probably.
What is
Yeah.
your
Who's
take?
the other left back? Actually, you think Aubrey Cabini, Lemang? Fawaz?
He
hasn't played so
He
high.
hasn't
He's
been
not
playing. I don't
So
think
we don't
Fawaz
go
is
off
gonna
on
make the team.
the Madala knows his capabilities.
And Madala has surprised us in the past. Sometimes
Madala
Madala will
knows
pick
him.
someone who's not playing and they'll play. I don't know.
Guys, I think the left back thing is done. I think Madala.
No,
he likes
and then
Aubrey
there's
Lekabini.
this boy Taba. Wow,
What
Devin
Devin
Seat.
Seat. I saw
As
his
right
name
back?
there, but my feeling
You
is
think it's a thing, Yori? Omokenze because Ori Roshebile key.
yes. So I was about to say that. Ne?
Yeah.
From the list that we saw, I think only maybe 30 players are really
In
So no
contention,
surprise.
in
yeah.
this. The others, Madala is just saying to Dintwana or the
Spana.
guys or Buffett.
Yeah.
I don't really think.
Okay.
I think the left back this said.
Okay, left back this set.
But what I want to ask you, Tebogo, the left back, ne? And the reason I'm bringing it up is that we're seeing it at Sundowns as well,
Sure.
right? Is that Aubrey seems to carry this thing that maybe a Trent carries.
Ahonomak.
You are very good on the
How
ball.
are you
but-
left back with Ahonomak?
No, I want to ask you. Ne? So it seems like the way we see Sundowns, every time, not every time, but when they play certain games, but drop out Aubrey, but Larissa Lunga.
Lunga, yeah.
And it seems like Bafana Bafana, when they play certain games, but drop out Aubrey, but Larissa Kabini,
Kabini,
because he's
yeah.
seen as, we assume is because he's seen as better defensively. What do you think?
So Rwanda Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
I think we've seen Aubrey Adlala against a very physical Nigerian team.
Yeah.
A start.
But didn't Kabini,
And
I think
then
Kabini started that game.
Kabini,
Nigeria.
yeah,
Kabini
Nigeria. The one game. The away game.
No, bro.
Oh, the away game.
The away
Aubrey
game.
started.
Aubrey
Aubrey
started.
started away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you thinking Aubrey studied away.
Yeah.
Kuna aje.
Environment thing,
Lagos.
Yeah.
Benagant.
Yeah.
physical team. Do we now say Renana probabilities are how Nigeria set up team ya bona? It was probably but physically the giant, the tall, height, but
Okay.
okay,
Let's make it straightforward. Ne? Who's in our group again? I mean, it's Egypt, Zimbabwe, and Angola, right?
Yeah.
sure.
Let me take Egypt. Rala Egypt.
Mhm.
They're strong. Kesala, ne?
Yeah. Well, it's not having the greatest of seasons, but go.
But
go on.
Mo
It's
Salah,
Still
Mo
Salah.
Yeah, most probably.
What do you do as a coach? Does it make sense for you to say, okay, because we've got a strong player on the right for this game, get Dropa or Brig, get Larissa. I think that's what I'm trying to
So
get at.
this is me as a coach.
Mhm.
I've been with Aubrey for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I've been with Kabini for a year or so,
Mhm.
plus minus.
Mm.
And then I look at Egypt, I look at Angola, I look at Zim.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm probably gonna start Aubrey. He gives me security.
All games.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's given me security. He's played in this tournament. He's got the experience. He's got variety. He can keep the ball for me.
Mm.
He's not a bad defender.
Mm.
He can win his duels when he has to. So standard, get up.
Is that your opinion? So
Yeah.
you don't think Aubrey's a bad? I mean,
I don't think, honestly, I don't think.
you've even played with him. So,
Yeah, listen, I've never seen.
Yeah, Cape
I've
Town
played-
City.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cape Town
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
I've never actually seen a lot of people go past him.
Yeah. I think Aubrey suffers from that
Stigma.
Yeah.
It's like how everyone says Trent can't defend.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a popular opinion, Trent can't defend. It's
Some people don't even watch it. They don't even watch
let's
Aubrey
be
play.
honest, maybe he's not
Yeah, he's not the strongest of defenders,
defensively.
But he's a good
He's
defender.
not the worst also.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah.
And he gives you so much more though.
It's Maroteva ball, Aubrey.
Maranjaga, and you know how football is right now, ne? When you're looking at even from a defensive aspect, the other game, some defense is not just about you winning that 1-1 duel. Ntwana, ubana
There's
le
other
player-
things he does.
Yeah, there's so
Besides,
much more that he
Ukwala
can do.
space,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
intercepts.
And also, I think we've moved away from the, like we were talking about it earlier off camera. Or football has changed. It's like systems play the game more than, like, I mean, as a left back, it's very rare where he's gonna get a right winger.
I'm gonna see a game go fella.
Yeah, like. So yeah, personally, I'll start.
left back-
I'll start Aubrey. I'll start. Aubrey.
Okay, cool.
Any game, I'll start Aubrey.
So we have our defensive makeup, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
We go into midfield. Centrally, let's start centrally. In terms of Thebza, you don't even understandably.
So I think midfield.
I can give midfield. I can give you 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, something.
Thebza,
Yeah.
Yaya,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Talent,
Yeah.
Yes.
Obas.
I think
I think that's guaranteed.
that's guaranteed. All of them.
4.
All of them are definitely
Yeah.
going to
Then we're gonna
Morocco.
have.
And then
Yeah, I think that. And then
Okay,
So
So
he
I'll
likes
just-
playing 2.
Huh?
He likes playing with 2.
Yes.
He
Those
plays
are
with two.
those are the more of like the double pivot guys, right? It's that 4.
Sure.
Those are the 4. And then we go to that number 10 position, which is high debate.
I think it's safe.
My Chiefs batla shabalala le yena beda. So akutsi.
No. Like Shaba is a really good player. I think he's one for the future. But guys, come on, let's be fair. Like,
I think in teams moving forward with the national team, he'll be there.
yeah, but now
But not the-
He's a good player. ne?
23
He's a
men team.
yeah, but
Probably
it's-
might not make the AFCON.
No,
though.
no.
Okay. So who do you think are? It could be 2 or 3 players in the
We know he's
position.
gonna take Sipo. You see Sipo.
Sipo definitely is there.
Yeah.
You think Themba has
So-
made it back enough? Because he came back for that 10 minutes, like we said. You
Yeah.
think he's ready?
I
to
think
be-
Madala will take Mshishi.
Yeah.
Lin now will take Mshishi as he is. Like there's some players, guys. We don't need to treat them like normal. He's not a normal player.
Better anything.
Like I don't care. Like Anton, if Mshishi ufola vandag,
Oh, Vagosan.
Mshishi must. Honestly.
And the players who 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's how much Mshishi means to us as a national. As a, I would take
Also, we
Mshishi.
start a team like fail.
We inspire a team go fail. Take Mshishi.
Mshishi Mbuli.
Yeah, Mshishi Limbule is our 10th.
Okay.
So that gives us king. It's 6 midfielders.
Yeah,
yo.
it's 6.
6 midfield. So right now we have the 3 goalkeepers. We have the 8 in defense, which gives us 11, which gives 4 there.
5,
That's
yeah.
15.
Yeah.
And then we have the 2 there. That's 17.
So it's 6.
So that's 6. Wide position. Left. Okay, left and right. We probably need 4 players in those wide
Morena,
positions.
Apolis,
Yeah, Morenapolis.
Nkota, really.
4.
That's-
But it means the striker, you must drop 1.
Yeah.
Because once you've got 4 wingers,
You need 2 strikers. You
can
can only take 2
strikers.
strikers. That's tricky. You can't.
So this is the, okay. That's
I'll drop.
Who are you dropping?
I know this is crazy. I'd drop Reyners.
And you take 2 strikers. Makopa Lelai.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I love Reyners, by the way. I think he's excellent. But I don't get why it's not 26 players, by the way, because I feel like it should be 26
Yeah.
because there's more subs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, fine. So
What do you? How
I
do
don't
you see
know.
it?
So I probably have. If it was my team, I'll probably drop 1 from the 4
From the 4 white
in
guys.
the midfield. No.
Oh, the
in
4
the
in the midfield. Okay.
So I'll probably between Thebza, Yaya,
Yeah.
between Talent and Obas, I'd have to drop 1.
Yeah, that's tricky.
But you can't.
Because I'm saying, look,
Okay. You know what you can't tap? Honestly.
yeah.
But remember, what Obas gives you, no one else gives you. Obas is not there to start.
No,
Obas
but-
is there for that specific game where we need we need his physicality.
Yeah, but
Talente is
Yaya-
a direct
Yaya-
competition.
Yaya is
Yes,
physical.
tall, yeah.
yeah, it's physical. Thebza is physical. Talent is also physical.
I guess.
Yeah, Tebza,
Because
Talente.
Talent is a big boy also.
But he's not
Guys,
old.
Talente has to go though. Talente has to
Talente
be
has
on the
to go.
flight.
Talente has to go. So you drop Obas.
Yeah, most probably. Because I take Reyners. Because I'll take Mahopa. It's Lyle, Mahopa,
Makopa Lyle. Yeah,
Reyners.
that's the team.
But why are you?
Reyners gives me the runs.
But okay. Do you agree that Lyle is the first choice?
Yeah.
And then my thing is taking 3 strikers also, ne? A striker ka one most of the time. Because
Yeah.
Yes,
And then if you have
always.
a game where you want to go 4-4-2, for instance, or
but
Yeah.
we never
you're
had.
chasing the game and you want to put 2 strikers.
Okay, yeah. in that situation, maybe yes.
Okay, maybe for two, because otherwise I'm like,
And then because I think you can't have Lyle and Mahopa, both of them at the same time because they're very similar.
you can't play them together. Yeah.
You think you can have a Lyle and a Reynolds?
Yeah.
Lyle likes to.
Yeah, he can play. Reynolds doesn't like coming short. He just goes behind.
Yeah.
And then Mahopa works the defenders.
Okay.
Oof.
It's tricky.
Tricky.
And it's tricky, ne? And
Yeah.
it's tricky in such a way that we haven't even brought Lorch into the conversation.
No, we'll get there. But here's my other thing. Tempo said 4, ne? He said Morena, Nkota, Rele, Apollos.
That's why.
What about Moremi? Moremi is
You didn't say Moremi. That's a problem also. Moremi is definitely going to. I think Moremi is going to AFCON, boy. Moremi is going to AFCON.
Yo.
Isaac Hala.
You see? Yeah.
Maybe Morena.
So you
double up there, go right back.
go right back.
Osiema Tuludi.
I can see. I'm just saying.
I don't see that happening.
So we're gonna have some upsets.
Okay.
Yeah, but then surprise game, man. If we're not a surprise,
Okay, guys. Let's. We won't end this, ne? Let's just end it. Let's just do
Yeah.
what
Agree
we would
to
do,
disagree.
what we
Yeah.
think the coach will do.
Sure.
Now, personally,
Vaga 4 midfield winner.
taking 4 in midfield.
The defense, as we said.
As we
right?
say, Tebza,
Talente,
Yaya, Obas, Mbuli, Mshish.
Sharp.
6. Ne? Leaves me with 6 as well up front. Ne? I'm sorry.
So you're going
Who's
2-2?
not making the team?
It breaks my heart to do it because it's 2 players I
You
really
already
like.
said Reynolds is out.
Kisiamo Remy. Yeah.
Mremu
By the
was
way, let's cover Mremu to get it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Gedropa Remy because it is what it, it is what it is. Not that I
But
don't like
also-
him. I think he deserves to be there, but Joab won a situation.
Yeah, it's a difficult.
Gedropa Remy, Gedropa Renas. I
And
take Rele,
besides-
Apollos because Rele can also, if Mushi is not ready, Rele
Really
is
can
also
play as a 10, yeah.
I take
police can also come in.
as a 10.
Yeah.
He can actually.
But I don't see that happening at national team
Then
level.
it's very difficult to drop a Muremi if you are saying.
Chance, I think.
But then
I think,
yeah,
I
sharp.
think-
No,
I think-
it's your team, so sharp.
Yeah. Moremi is out for me because it,
Yeah. And the boys, go for more.
Donna, who do you drop?
for-
Like, are you drop? You said you're dropping
for-
Obas, ne?
Yeah, for now. Yeah, now that I forgot about Moremi, now it means
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I think
but I still keep the same team. I'm done for more. Man.
give or
so
take.
or drop out. So you taking Tebza, yeah,
Three midfield.
yeah. 2
Get a
tens.
compensator Mule to drop if anything.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's do this now. I think in terms of the 23, give or take 1 or 2 players, we're gonna see some surprises. We're gonna see some angry supporters, unfortunately, because somehow Bolero Namdona tribalism in terms of the teams that they support. If I can put it like that, or Machizi
Teamism, that's what they call it.
teamism.
Who do you put from Chiefs, if anything?
It's tricky. Ziakala boy.
Look, I think for me, it's like I don't like these conversations where national team, but we make it. For me personally, that's why I don't even support whatever. I can say this isn't give mama, but I don't believe in supporting a team like that because I think now you're becoming that person. When you talk about soccer, you can't think beyond.
You're
your
not
team.
objective, yeah.
But I think if we're being objective, like if we forget being obsessed with our teams, loving our teams, I don't think there's a player in the Chiefs team right now who, for AFCON, maybe for World Cup, if they keep playing well. But I don't think there's a player in the Chiefs team who should be going to the AFCON. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. So.
No, I'm gonna have to hate, but agree with you. I do not think there's... Not really. Not... No, it's fine. Okay, let's move on.
So how?
Wang Tide. Areko Angola, first game, starting lineup. Who's playing? How do you set up that team? 22 December, I believe. Angola, South Africa.
Defense.
Ngai defense.
Onwen Modau Aubry. TLB. Zwane.
Get clean. We'll take it forward.
Midfield. Tebza, man.
Yeah.
Obvious. Like,
Tebza Yaya.
I think Madala will go for Yaya. I think.
I think so too.
And I don't have
agree.
a problem with that. I
Yeah.
love Yaya as a player.
I agree. Yeah.
Personally, I would go with Tebza Mbatha, but I know he's gonna go for
Yaya.
Yaya.
Yeah, Madala loves Yaya.
Yeah. So now Tebza Mbatha, but I think Madala will go for Tebza Yaya, which is fine. I can live with that. I love Yaya as a player. 10, because we insist we have to play with a 10. That is Sipho. Okay, front three, boy.
Out to the front range.
Front three, we go left Apollos.
Yeah.
Striker.
On the right, I go Nkota.
Like the chain.
Lyle.
Okay.
That's the team.
Okay.
They're comfortable.
Nah,
We get a result. We should get it. We need to get out of the group. I think the guys, we are in a very unique position. When I look at the games that we've played, I think Egypt and South Africa get out of the group. And well, knockout. Anything can happen.
Can I ask you guys just one thing before we close? Because I'm just going off. I've seen the debates that other fans have on other platforms and whatever. Yaya versus Talente. One, what is the difference between the two? And two, if it's up to you, between the two, or Dlalamang, and why?
All right, so for now, defensively wise, Yaya gives you a little bit more than Talent. And then attacking wise, Talent gives you a little bit more than Yaya.
Yeah.
But Yaya has got a goal in him in terms of set pieces. And then,
he's a big boy, Yaya.
And then, more often than not, he gets in the box.
Okay. So who do you go with? Who starts for you?
I play Yaya. Just because security and defense is a little bit more stable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, do you think Tebza's role?
Yeah.
Do you change Tebza's role based on who he starts with?
100%.
So, in other words, if you are starting with Yaya, does it mean Tebza becomes more advanced?
100%.
And if you are starting with Talente, does it mean Tebza sits more, or is it what's one?
Something, ne?
Yeah.
I didn't like that Yaya played game ya Zimbabwe. I thought it was too soon for him, right? And let me tell you why. Because what I saw in that game is he played with Tebza, right? And when I see Yaya play with Tebza, I would expect Tebza to be more as an 8 box to box, where he gives you a little bit more attacking.
But they play Katu.
I know. But even if you play as a double pivot, right? Depending on certain moments in the game, you can't be like this.
Yeah,
understand?
Yeah.
Hele defender, sharp. Mara, when you are building a play, when you guys are attacking, then it's a bit different. There has to be somebody who's a little bit more advanced and somebody who's coming back. So what I saw in that game is, I think it was a bit too soon, because I saw Tebza being the one who's starting the play. Yeah. In terms of collector from the keeper or the center backs, and being the one who's going in between the two, where I thought but going forward, I think Tebza gives you more than what Yaya gives you, right? Okay. And then if we take this thing to Yaya and Talente gives you more going forward. And also the combination Yaya Sipho, if you're playing with Sipho as a 10, I think you get more out of Talente in that type of environment. Banalosha 1-2-1-2, where it's all something rapidly. Something. And Talente can also defend. So even though Yaya is the better defender, but I think if I had to choose who I start between the two, I start Talente.
Yeah. Well, defender.
But there's also chemistry. Tebza Talente. I mean, Yaya from the previous.
Yeah, but listen, you go international football, and then how set up you feel like this is the lesser team where would have position, where would be they would squeeze us up high, but relatively international football, no one squeezes to start play build-ups.
Yeah.
So you want your two midfielders to be up high the pitch.
Yeah.
That's why I think Talente is better up higher the pitch than Yaya.
And then when we defending,
Talente can also defend. Has a scholar to Talente.
All right.
But look, I think.
And then for winner,
Who do you start? What do you think? What would you say the difference is between the two, and who do you start?
I think it's I love both. Hey,
Tlamehile o sure one mfana.
oh gosh, I would start with like Angola.
Mm-hmm.
I would start with Talente. Egypt. I would start with Yaya.
Is it the same reasons?
I would actually rotate those two.
So what's
Same
the
reasons
difference
we
between-
mentioning.
Like we said, like I think Yaya is probably gives you a bit more in terms of stability
Mm.
than what Talente gives you. I think he's more stable,
Okay.
right? And I think Tebza's role when he plays with Yaya, I think Tebza can have a bit more freedom. Talente can sit, like we see him sitting for Pirates, but I
Yeah.
still don't think that's his best position.
It's
I
more of an
prefer-
8, yeah.
Exactly. So if we've against an Angola,
So Grand Tebza le Talente tlamehile bona ba compete.
no, never. Tebza,
Yo say ke a Grand if
No,
the
no,
way
no.
we buang.
no.
If he's saying-
Tebza does
Tebza
not.
can play as
Tebza
both.
does not.
6 or 8.
Okay.
Guys, let's be honest. Tebza does not compete with any midfielder in this generation. Like, you're not.
Ke a thola, but the way o buang.
No, you know why I'm saying that?
Because why are you making must it be Yaya or Talente?
The reason I'm doing that is because Tebza is our best midfielder. We agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Tebza is complete.
He can do both jobs.
Tebza
Yeah.
can do both jobs.
Sure.
So I'm looking at. In fact, I pick between Talente Yaya. I pick who plays based on what I can get out of Tebza in that game.
So
So
Reshaba
it-
opponent.
Yeah, so I feel like if I need a more adventurous Tebza, I'm gonna play Yaya. But if I need,
Discipline, Yana.
then I'm gonna play Ontwara.
Yeah,
But I think we all know that
So Talagama.
Yaya starts.
I say it. I'm gonna start.
Yeah,
I'm
Talente.
gonna start Talente.
But I think Angola,
So
Yaya starts.
Talent.
Yaya starts.
Alright.
But
Because of Madala.
But
Madala
Madala's gonna
utodlala.
start Yaya.
Utodlala Yaya ile Tebza cover.
Yeah.
So
We
Nani
know.
Madala.
Well, Madala, yeah.
Bravo.
Well,
And I like
Madala,
that. I don't
yeah.
have a problem with it. By the way, it's sharp. It will be fine. Yeah.
Gents, I
Because you
think,
also don't want to go into the first game year tournament and get a loss.
Yeah.
I think that's it in terms of Bafana Bafana. I think that's, starting lineup
Yeah.
23. I think the boys have a big
And
chance of
Nzima, 23,
glory.
yabona.
Nzima. There's going to be some heartbreak, unfortunately. There's going to be some players who are part of the squad. That 80% we were talking about who are not going to make the squad, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Mara, I think this is what we need as a country. Competition, it's a tough sport.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Awuthi phuli madala.
I was pulling Chaka.
Yeah.
I hope we can do something.
Yeah.
Let's do something. And I think World Cup really confident. If we can win the AFCON, even better.
By the way, you
Mhm.
mentioned winning the AFCON. Is that what we were going for? Or-
Yes, 100%. We got third place last AFCON. We need to do better than what we did. Is that not an aim? Is the aim not to progress from where we were 4 years back?
So I'm saying
2 years.
2 years ago,
Yes,
no one knew us that way because we were out of the AFCON form.
of course.
Now people are studying.
It doesn't matter, bro.
So Nagere, if we get to the semifinals,
we need to
we've
get to the
done well
final.
because
We need to
the
get to the
chance you'll
finals.
compete for third position. If
We need to
but
get
if
to
you
the
get to the
finals.
semi, Nage happy.
We need to get to the finals. When I look at African football right now, if ever there was a chance for us to do well, when I look at the teams and how they're playing, when I look at Nigeria, we can beat Nigeria.
It's interesting you say that.
When I look at
That's-
Ghana,
like,
Cameroon, everybody.
like I've watched African football for so long.
Yeah.
This is the first time.
Something
Ke bone team tse tsa Nigeria.
Ah.
I got goosebumps. I got
Mix.
mix. And I think it's like that with a lot of teams.
With everybody. Like you used to look at Cameroon and be like, hey, this is it.
Yeah,
You used to
like-
look at every coast and be like, hey, same for Egypt. But
So-
now I don't feel like that's the case.
And there's the other thing. Do you think we've got a very good
So
team now,
actually
né?
Nigeria-
but you think we're
actually
also
Nigeria.
benefiting from everyone else not being as strong?
Yeah.
Okay.
The standard
really
of football
Nigeria.
is a different.
Yeah.
We could go on about the standard of football for another hour, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna do that. I'm saying right now that this AFCON and this Bafana Bafana team, we should be able to do well. And from my perspective, we need to be aiming beyond the semi-final, which means we need to be getting into the
Yeah,
final.
every team even
That's
final.
my
So
perspective.
if we get to the quarters, is that not good enough?
So Irikiri, I think it's
Okay,
good enough.
I'll accept a semi-final exit, but the quarters.
So Irikiri, I'll be disappointed if Aretsugo Group.
Yeah, we have to exit.
Our group yone
sure,
standard.
ne?
Standard.
Yeah.
O tshwanetse re etse group. But
Quarter final,
we need to win the quarterfinal.
a ka fitla quarter, I wouldn't be so much disappointed. But
Eleni.
if re fitlile semi, re tswa semi,
No,
Yeah.
I mean knockout football, guys. Right, say about knockout football. Anything can happen. There can be a red card. There can be whatever. Things can happen in knockout football, right? So if Retuleko quarter final, okay, fair. I'll be disappointed.
Sure.
Mara, for me, I feel like we in this team, the way that we've been playing against the bigger sides, against everybody else, even the Rwanda, Zambia, Zimbabwe games, when I was looking at that and I'm looking at the team and how Bruce has set us up,
Sure.
we should be aiming to get to the final.
You know why I don't want to use the last AFCON as like a barometer, ne? It's different because, for example, if you take Sundowns, the reason, and we're going to get to Sundowns, but the reason why we say Sundowns has to reach the Champions League final is because we've seen them keep progression. It's like a good 5 years of getting to the quarter, the semi, and we can see how it's building. With Bafana, like Tsepo said, the last AFCON was just, we pulled the Leicester City on people. We just got there. I'm telling you. So I think if we're going to use that as, we have to do better than that, I think it's going to be tricky, but let's...
No, it is. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but if go teaming and I'm part of the setup and we are going to an AFCON, obviously we are taking it one game at a time.
Yeah.
But at the back of my mind, if I'm part of the coach technical team,
Of course,
I want to win or at least get to the final.
Sure.
That
No,
if yes, okay. If after semi-final, maybe we lost out to a Ghana or whoever in the semi-final and we come home, I can come home and sleep like a baby at night type of thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Quarter final, ngasi be disappointed. Semi-final, baga tswa. Ke happy.
Motivation is fine.
Depending on how.
No, I'm disappointed at the quarter.
Quarter-final.
So if we play Morocco in the quarterfinal and we lose 2-1...
Okay, if we play Morocco in the quarterfinal, we lose 2. Okay, I can understand that. Hopefully we don't play Morocco in the quarterfinal. We need a better luck also. Because Morocco is a good team, obviously, number one, and they're the host, so it's going to be difficult. But if we play anybody else in the quarterfinal...
but I also think we can match up to a lot of teams that are above us on the continent, the rankings.
Mdala or Kaile something. Like we wouldn't have this conversation 2 years back. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
I know yes.
So, gents, I think Ari repent. Bafana Bafana. Ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe, like, young comment section. Click on Sourcefin. Let's get it popping and share this channel with the rest of your friends. Let's keep growing. Thank you very much.